Nice to meet you. I'm K'nekotein Khpein, embodying Lilisette from Final Fantasy XI. With the dazzling flare of figments of fire S-work on the dance floor. Let's explore the 2025 Starlight Celebration. From heartwarming quests to festive emotes and joyful moments. Grab your Kinderpunsch and let us make this Starlight unforgettable.
A very merry Starlight to you, friend. Should you have any questions about the Starlight Celebration, it would be my pleasure to assist. The Starlight Celebration can be traced back to ancient Ishgard. Long ago, a terrible battle claimed countless lives, leaving thousands of children orphaned in the harsh cold weather of Eorzea. Unable to bear their suffering, Ishgardian knights would offer these children board and lodging within their barracks. Of course, this was expressly forbidden, but the knights devised a plan to sneak them in, disguising the children in jackets of their scarlet uniforms. Owing to their generosity, the children survived the winter and lived to pay forward the kindness they had received. The former orphans would adorn themselves in scarlet uniforms, delivering gifts to children on the coldest week of the year. Thus, the Starlight Celebration was born. Over the years, the celebration has undergone gradual changes. The snowy bearded captain of the kind-hearted knights has become known as the Saint of Nymea, and children believe that he delivers their hopes and prayers directly to the goddess herself. Similarly, his red-jacketed knights have become the saint's little helpers. They are particularly beloved by the younglings, for it is their role to bring gifts to every child who sends a prayer to the spinner. My scarlet-clad colleagues and I have been charged by the Adventurers Guild with running the Starlight Celebration. The festival spans the entire realm of Eorzea, and we have little helpers stationed in the cities of Gridania, Limsa, and Ulda. For this year's festivities, we are pleased to bring back the Starlight Stalls. The market is held in Gridania beneath an open sky and caters to children and grown-ups alike. I hope that you'll enjoy it.
Merry Starlight friend, the Starlight stalls are back this year, I'm pleased to say. Make sure you don't miss them.
Oh, aren't you the adventurer who was emissary at Greenbliss? To be chosen for the role is a great honor, and doubly so if you're not forest-born. The Elder Seedseer doubtless sees great things in you.
Apologies, the stalls are overcrowded at present. I'd be happy to show you there once the number of attendees has eased.
I am Garanji, talk to me.
K'nekotein, what a pleasure it is to see you again in this most festive of seasons. Allow me to reiterate my thanks for your contributions to Starlight's past. Inspired by an old Ishgardian tale, the Starlight Celebration is about granting the wishes of children. And this year we are bringing back the festive market that offers joy and merriment to young and old alike, the Starlight Stalls. The first time around, the K'nekotein Khpein supplied us with Kinderpunsch, a kind of mold punch which we provided to guests. It proved tremendously popular, so we are planning to provide it again with a twist. Alas, with all the celebrants busy attending to the preparation at the stalls, we haven't been able to get working on said twist. If you are not otherwise occupied, might you be willing to lend us a hand? I am truly grateful. Without further ado, please join me at the K'nekotein Khpein stall at the market. There, I shall explain the particulars to you. When you are ready, the guide yonder will be glad to escort you through. I shall see you anon.
What do you want, Starlight Stall's guide?
Ah, so you are the adventurer who has agreed to help us. If you would follow me, I shall take you to the Starlight stalls.
We're currently preparing our new product range. Please come back later.
Am Garanji, talk to me.
My thanks again for assisting us. I've asked Miqo'te to join me in explaining our punch plans. She should be along any moment now.
Ah, so you're the adventurer who's been roped in to help. An excellent choice, given the fine work you did distributing the punch last festival. It was a favorite among attendees, and the mugs had the desired effect of promoting the K'nekotein Khpein. When I mentioned this to my guild counterparts in the other city-states, they were keen to have their homes represented on the mugs as well. And so we had these beauties made. They bear local vistas and motifs, such as a galleon for Limsa Lamense and a cactuar for Ulda, with seasonal flourishes worked in for the festive touch.
Since we have now 3 lovely mugs, we thought it would be fitting to serve up 3 varieties of Kinderpunsch.
In Gridania, punch is traditionally made by simmering the juice of locally grown apples with blood currants, cinnamon, and various herbs. For the Lamensen and Uldan varieties, I'm keen to incorporate ingredients found in their respective locales, but I haven't been able to decide on what.
And therein lies our request.
Hello, could we get some mulled punch, please? Whoa, new mug designs. Are the pictures of other cities? I wonder what they are like.
Young Joltain, the punch isn't ready yet, but it shan't be long now. We are currently preparing 2 new varieties, you see, using ingredients from the cities shown on these mugs. Hee, it does me well to see the youngling's curiosity for faraway lands. It further motivates me to serve up Kinderpunsch that will not disappoint, which brings me back to the task we have for you. We ask that you investigate what ingredients we should use to create punch that best captures each nation. Gridania's market attracts many visitors from the realm over. An adventurer such as yourself should have no trouble identifying suitable individuals and coaxing out the relevant information. Your confidence is most assuring. I shall apprise the other celebrants of the situation and then return to Miqo'te's amphitheater. I look forward to your findings.
So you're an adventurer? That's so amazing.
Uldon merchant, talk to me.
You wish to make a drink that represents Ulda. Tea would be a good place to start. We Uldons can't get through the day without a good, strong brew. It's served up anywhere you can get a feed, doesn't matter if it's a slap-up meal or just a sweet treat. I've heard tell that the Sultana takes hers with generous helpings of butter and honey. Aside from tea, Thanalan has specialties like vanilla, cloves, black pepper, and pearl ginger. The finest stuff can cost as much as gemstones. If you're making a drink that represents Ulda, it needs to have tea in it. Butter and spice would make good accents too.
Uldon lady, talk to me.
What's that? Ingredients that are distinctly Uldon? Well, most of my countrymen would say nopal and spices, but that would be selling our cuisine short, for dining should be an adventure. The thrill of the unknown, the triumph of audacity. A dish should have all the drama of a championship bout at the Colosseum, oh yes. Such an experience may be a little stimulating for children, but we grown-ups can appreciate a little excitement. Wouldn't you agree?
Lawmanson chef, talk to me.
You want to make punch with a Larminson twist. Then you'll want to use plenty of Lanasian oranges, lowland grapes and lemons. Lanasian citrus is renowned far and wide. It's featured heavily in Larminson cuisine ever since sailors started using it to ward off scurvy, and I always ensure that our restaurant has ample stock. I'm in charge of procurement at the Bismarck, you see. If you're after quality citrus, I'd be glad to introduce you to our suppliers. If you're making punch with a Larminson twist, I guarantee you can't go wrong with Lanasian citrus.
We're currently preparing our new product range. Please come back later.
Until 5 years ago, this amphitheater stood in the northern part of the city. Then the calamity struck and all but leveled the poor place. Thankfully, the Carpenters Guild collected up the pieces, carried them over here, and rebuilt it just as it was before. I cannot go a single day without looking it over, so afraid am I that some chip or stain has marred its perfection.
Am Garanji, talk to me.
Welcome back, K'nekotein. Were you able to learn anything promising? Oh, those ingredients seem representative of Limsa Laminsa and Ulda indeed. We celebrants should be able to procure the items, so pray leave it to us. Once the Kinderpunsch has been prepared, we would be pleased if you would do the honors and serve it. When it is time, please present yourself to my colleague at the Starlight stalls. And if you happen to have a moment now, might I trouble you to speak with the little ones from earlier? I am hoping that you could learn which city holds the greatest interest for each of them. In so doing, you would be able to recommend varieties of punch that would be the most meaningful. Please find the little ones and learn what city holds the greatest interest for each of them. And when it is time to distribute the punch, my colleague at the Starlight stalls will assist you.
The Starlight stalls are in full swing. Will you be heading there?
Bright girl, talk to me.
The punch is almost ready. I can't wait to have some. What do I like to eat? Fruits. We have apples and berries here in the wood, but I'd love to try fruits from other places too. I'll head over soon. I can't wait to see what kinds of punch there'll be. Something with fruits from other places, I hope.
Rest assured our preparations are proceeding apace. One enthusiastic young man even offered to help.
Joltain, talk to me.
Oh, you're the adventurer from before. The mulled punch is almost ready. Hooray! I want to learn about all new places, so it's hard to decide on a punch. There's no ocean in Gridania, so it's my dream to go sailing everywhere on a big ship. I want to learn about all new places. One day, I'll go sailing everywhere on a big ship.
Quiet girl, talk to me. They're giving out hot drinks. That sounds great. I'm visiting with my mom. It's my first time in Gridania, so I guess I want to learn more about everything here. It's my first time in Gridania, so I guess I want to learn more about everything here. Saturnine Starlight Celebrant, talk to me.
Excellent timing. We've received the last of the ingredients and are now brewing the new varieties of Kinderpunsch. We expect a throng of children will descend upon us as soon as we begin serving. Are you ready to attend to them?
The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations.
A friend of mine used to live in Ulda, and he tells me stories about it. I've always wanted to know what it's like there, if you have something like that. Wow, this is really good, like a sweet tea with spices. Is this what Ulda smells like, I wonder? I'm going to get my friend to come too.
I'd love to see what fruits from other places taste like. Do you have a punch that's made with them? Oh, it's sour but sweet. I love it. I had no idea they grew so many kinds of citruses in Lilisette.
You here for punch too? Come on, let's go up together.
Oh, all right.
I heard there's a place called the Colosseum where gladiators fight each other. I want a punch that'll make me feel like I'm there.
Hello again. I've never had mold punch before. I'm not sure which one I should try.
So the Colosseum is in Ulda. I'd love to see a fight there one day. But right now there's a fight in my own mouth. Phew, the spices in this punch sure pack a punch.
Thank you. I love the apple flavor. And the mug is beautiful too. Oh, I hope I can meet some Muggles while I'm in Gridania.
What the chew? I suppose I'd like a punch that makes me feel like I'm sailing somewhere far away. Wow, what a great blend of flavors, and I just love the design on the mug. It's ships like this that connect the whole world. Thank you, miss. I've had a lot of fun.
It seems the children really enjoyed their punch. You did well indeed with your selections. From here on, we celebrants will tend to the punch distribution with your fine example as a guide. You need only report back to M. Garangi. She will be eager to know how we fare. Please leave the rest of the distribution to us and report back to M. Garangi. She will be eager to know how we fare.
I've just finished putting out a few proverbial fires at the guild, so I thought I'd come by and see how you were getting on.
The more the merrier, as I always say, and if you're here, my friend, may I assume that the Kinderpunsch has been handed out to the little ones as planned. We are truly in your debt. With your help, we have not only brought the children festive cheer, but also expanded their horizons.
Of course, they're all more than welcome to return and try the other types of punch. The longer they enjoy themselves at the stalls, the better.
There you are, adventurer. I want to thank you again, and Miss Garangi and Mihound too.
It was absolutely our pleasure. If you enjoyed the punch, then nothing would please us more.
When I grow up, I want to be someone who knows lots about the world like you, miss. I'll go and see what's out there for myself and tell everyone all about it. and I want to tell everyone about Gridania too. The Starlight stalls have reminded me just how much I love it here.
That is a wonderful wish, and I've no doubt that the spinner herself has heard it.
When the time comes, it'll be my pleasure to register you as an adventurer, young man, and I'll look forward to hearing your tales of courage and high adventure. That goes for you as well, of course.
It seems you've truly inspired young Joltain, and should you still have time to spare, you could potentially inspire even more souls by helping us serve up more Kinderpunsch. We'd also be glad if you simply enjoyed the festivities here on. It is entirely up to you. While the celebration continues, our guide will be pleased to show you to the stalls. My thanks again, K'nekotein, and happy Starlight.
The vendors at the Starlight stalls are now open for business. You can speak to the Saturnine Starlight celebrant at the Starlight stalls if you wish to help serve more Kinderpunsch. In so doing, you may well encounter some familiar faces.
I hope you enjoy the Starlight stalls to the fullest, K'nekotein. I shall head there myself shortly to try the new varieties of punch. At this time of year, few things are better than warming oneself up with a heart-delicious drink.
The Starlight stalls are in full swing. Will you be heading there?
Oh, you're back. The people can't get enough of our punch, and it's all I can do to keep mugs filled. I could use your help with the serving again if you are willing. I should mention that a curious lady came by earlier. She spoke passionately about the spirit of culinary adventure before gifting us an array of unusual ingredients. Though I was skeptical at first, quite a few guests have enjoyed them in their beverage as an accent. So if you have the urge, add a little something extra when you serve up a mug. I leave it at your discretion. I would just be glad for the break.
You bring the pots of punch to a gentle simmer. The enticing aroma attracts someone to the stall.
I thought I smelled a lovely aroma. I've already sampled the new varieties, so may I please have a mug of Gridanian punch? It will be interesting to see how yours compares to the Canopy's house blend. That's very tasty indeed. Thank you, you've been a great help. The Starlight stalls have earned quite a stellar reputation, pardon the pun, and there are noticeably more guests from outside Gridania this year. From locals to visitors and children to grown-ups, the joy is plain to see on every face. Nothing could bring a stallholders more joy. Well, I should return to my duties. When you have a spare moment from your own, do come and relax at the canopy. Is this grated chanterelle? Interesting. These fragrant mushrooms are sought after for culinary and medicinal purposes, but I'd never imagined tasting it in a sweet drink. While it might require a more mature palate, there's a depth to this punch that's quite enjoyable. I'd be happy to have it again. Well, I should return to my duties. When you have a spare moment from your own, do come and relax at the canopy.
I couldn't help but come to see our Lawmanson mugs Bane used. And suffice it to say I'd be much obliged for some punch too. I the sourness owe the citrus and the sting o', the spice make fur a right fine draw. We Lawmansons ain't so keen on Gridania this time o' year on account o' the freezing cold, but a nice warm drink makes a world o' difference. This'll keep me going as I take in the sights neath the snow. Any road I'd best be on me way. Thanks for the hospitality next time you're in Limsa. Stop by the wench and I'll return the gesture. Bugger me, that's sweeter than a siren's kiss. You put chocolate in air, did ye? And a whole bleedin' sack o' sugar, too, by the taste of it. Still, there's folk as like something a little unusual. And you'd be surprised how many sea dogs have a sweet tooth, what with sugar bane used to preserve food on voyages. I reckon ye might be onto something ere. Any road, I'd best be on me way. Thanks for the hospitality next time you're in Limsa. Stop by the wench and I'll return the gesture.
Meown invited me to Gridania for the Starlight Celebration, and I couldn't say no. Might I trouble you for a mug of Uldon punch? Oh my, what a lovely, full-bodied brew. You definitely didn't skimp on the biter. It'd go great with crumpets and would definitely be a hit in Ulda. What do you say you come and brew it for me at the quicksand sometime? Hee hee, I'm just kiddin'. Long as I've been in the business of serving food and drink, it's a force of habit to consider the possibilities. Thank you kindly. Whenever you're in Ulda, be sure to stop by at the quicksand you hear. Well now, what a delicious drink. You've added noble cactus flesh unless I'm mistaken. Plenty of folk enjoy noble roasted and savory dishes, but it works surprisingly well with sweet flavors too. I might have to try adding it to our menu. Thank you kindly. Whenever you're in Ulda, be sure to stop by at the quicksand you hear.
Mulled punch for the guests. What a delightful idea. Lest you wonder, my sister K'nekotein is busy as is her wont, so I am attending the festivities in her stead. I shall have a Gridanian punch, if you would be so kind. How fragrant and delicious. 'Tis a flavor that we can proudly call Gridanian to forestborn and visitors alike. Might I ask for 2 more mugs of the same, for my brother and sister? Wonderful. I shall have my attendants deliver these ere they grow cold. My gratitude for the drinks and for your contribution to the celebration. Did you say Mughal palm? So it is simply a confection made to resemble a palm. That is certainly a relief, and for my companions especially. Without further ado, then I shall give it a taste. Well now, that is perfectly delicious. Just try not to frighten the children overmuch, do you hear?
What a pleasant surprise to find you here, K'nekotein. 'Tis a great joy to spread cheer to the children during Starlight season, though I must confess, this little helper finds himself in need of refreshment. Might I ask for a mug of the local Gridanian punch? Ah, how exquisitely the cinnamon punctuates the sweetness. 'Tis the very taste of respite. The Starlight Celebration has its roots in Ishgard. To see the warmth and cheer being spread in all corners of Eorzea makes me feel both proud and grateful. My thanks for the fine drink and company both. By your leave, I shall return to my duties. Many children yet await their starlight gifts, and 'twould not do to keep them. Well now, while this punch tastes quintessentially Gridanian, there is no mistaking the Ishgardian accent. Might this be an acknowledgement of the Starlight Celebration's origins? Yet regardless of the intent, the generous amount of birch syrup is a wonderful touch, and during this most special of seasons, I shall allow myself the indulgence. My thanks for the fine drink and company both. By your leave, I shall return to my duties. Many children yet await their starlight gifts, and 'twould not do to keep them.
Oh my, if it isn't K'nekotein. Having concluded some business discussions nearby, I thought to drop by the festivities. What a pleasant surprise to find your esteemed self manning a stand. You are serving punch to guests, it would seem, and far be it from me to turn it down. I should like a mug of the Uldon variety, if you'd be so kind. Ah, what an unmistakably Uldon and nostalgic taste. And what a fine example this stall is of Amot Nashi, which, in Hingan, refers to the deep-seated practice of wholeheartedly caring for one's guests. I am also impressed with the offering of 3 flavors, a wise business decision that encourages repeated patronage. Indeed, the entire enterprise of the Starlight Stalls is inspired. And in offering the chance for children to experience other cultures, it has attracted my interest as an individual and a representative as the East Aldenard Trading Company both. Well, the drink has had quite an invigorating effect, so if you will excuse me, I shall continue to peruse the stalls. I beg your pardon, did you say Namezu whisker? Come now, that is surely a jest. I assume you are referring to some manner of ingredient that appears as a whisker, a strand of spice, mayhap. Goodness me, that is certainly distinctive. When seeking to introduce a new specialty, I suppose uniqueness is a way to pierce a crowded market. Well, the drink has had quite an invigorating effect, so if you will excuse me, I shall continue to peruse the stalls. What fortune to meet you here, my friend. I had heard tell of the festivities while attending to some matters abroad and decided to make a detour and tour the stalls. I must say I also smell some familiar fragrances. If you are serving beverages to guests, then 'twould be improper not to accept. May I trouble you for a mug? Ah, so you have used Hannish spices. It never fails to gladden me to see our produce being embraced in foreign lands. And to see that, no matter where we hail from, we are united in the joy we find in festivals. Perhaps I shall try to incorporate some aspects of Eorzean celebrations into our own. Yes, I believe it would make a fine gift to my people. I see you have spared no spice in this drink, my friend. I was able to taste it even with this vessel. I dare say Zero would enjoy it. They still serve her special curry at the Mayhane on occasion, and when they do, it never fails to get lively. But to return to the subject of the drink, do take care with the amount of spice. I expect the children here are no less inquisitive than those in Rads at Han, and may unknowingly bite off more than they can chew.
I happened to have an urgent request nearby, so I thought I'd visit the stall. And who should I run into again but you? Well, seeing you serving punch is a new experience at least. I'll have an Aldan one, please. Not bad, not bad. It's interesting to note that while the flower of Thanalan and Yasulani bear many similarities, their cuisines have evolved rather differently. Though my work for the guildship took me to all manner of places, I rarely had time to enjoy proper meals. As an independent contractor, I can allow myself to take in not only the sights at my destinations, but the taste as well. My thanks for the drink. I think I'll take a look around the Starlight stall and then go on a stroll through the forest. There is much to see and do. By the 12. This is Sabo tender, isn't it? Not you too, K'nekotein. They aren't entirely inedible, I concede, but putting them in a sweet drink, there are limits for God's sake. When you travel the world, you truly encounter all kinds of things and people. I suppose I owe you for that at least.
The Garleans are here. And that brings us to the end of our adventure today. Hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. See you in the next one. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Merry Christmas.